Amira, also known as Blissfully Mindful, back at you with another mindfully living chit chat. Yes, I'm in the house. I just got back in the house from grocery shopping. I took you all with me a little bit, went to PetSmart. Actually, I went to PetSmart because you know that wood I had in my planter, it started getting these spots and it was concerning, and I didn't want it to be like a disease that it gave to my plant, so I had to get rid of that. So yeah, that thing is gone. The one I got from the park, from the creek that day. So I'm gonna have to get some fake, something, I don't know, something. But anyway, I saw a few things at PetSmart. I just want to kind of figure out in my head how I want to do it, but I'm probably gonna get like a few of those and put in there instead, because yeah, I didn't like that. I don't like it just, I don't know, it was very concerning. But anyway, why is the camera so cold? Okay. I'm like, why am I sitting here with the camera like ridiculously close? But anyway, yeah, so I'm just in here in the house just hanging out, honestly. About to look up some new recipes on YouTube because I need some. I got some mushrooms and I want to make some burgers, but I haven't tried burgers yet. I have been finding all these new recipes. You all excuse me, I'm doing like, I can't take it when I see something out of place. I have OCD. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I want. So anyway, I gotta look up some videos so I can come up with some kind of burgers, and I'm gonna actually have you all join me, and I hope these burgers come out right, because I don't really know what the hell I'm doing. I'm gonna just look up some videos and hopefully I have enough of the ingredients in the house to make it work. But I really want some burgers. I don't even have buns. I didn't think about that part. Yeah, I don't have buns. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna figure it out. Y'all just gonna figure it out with me, and we're gonna get started making these burgers some kind of way. Before we start the burgers, I totally forgot to share with you something I just got. This look at this. Hold up. Mushroom mini grow kit. They have them for like all the different mushrooms. I got oh my god, which one did I get? Oh, oyster mushroom. I got oyster mushroom. Oh my god, yo, because we eat mushroom a lot on our alkaline diet, and they are getting to be like really expensive. I mean, they're not too bad at Whole Foods. It's just that I prefer to get them from the organic market because they like, theirs are so fresh at the organic market, but they have gone all kind of crazy. I need to start learning how to grow my own mushroom in here because yeah, it's getting too expensive. So anyway, so excited. I'm gonna try this. I'll link it below if you all want to try it with me. I got it on Amazon. And this brand, Back to the Roots, got really great reviews. So that's why I got this brand, because there are other brands for the mushroom grow kit, but this brand was like, they had really great reviews. So anyway, if you all want to get it, definitely click the link below. I'm going to add it in there, and I would love it if you all would grow it with me. But apparently it's like really easy. I watched like a little video, and it was very straightforward as far as how you use it. So anyway, I'm just excited. I'm gonna, I guess, maybe start it tomorrow. Yeah, and see how that goes, because that would be a game changer. Like, this works. I don't have to be buying all these Well, every time I'm trying to record this dog, look at it, look. I gotta put her on blast. You are on blast. Look at her, trying to look all innocent. Girl, stop ringing that bell. Look at her. You are so silly, Asai. You're so silly. You see the pad? She wants to use it, so she has to ring her little... Oh my gosh, Asai, stop it. She has to ring her little bell, so that's what you're hearing. She keeps ringing it. But, yeah, anyway, back to what we were talking about. See, I forgot what the hell this is what I'm saying. It's always all this stuff going on in the house. Like, yeah, I don't even remember what the hell I was talking about, where I was even going. But okay, I'm just over it with it at this point, because as usual, I'm all over the place. Mine's gone a million miles an hour on 10 different things, so I can't focus. Let me just go ahead on with what I was doing. Anyway, let's get started with these burgers. See, there she goes ringing that, but she keeps getting me off track, ring this damn bell every 5 seconds. And I know she does need to go because she already went on her little pad. But yeah, I knew she didn't want it. She just does it. I think she does it is like trying to communicate, and I don't think she always needs to use the pad. I think sometimes she just like, it's her way of communicating, talking or whatever, because she doesn't talk like with words or whatever, so she just rings that bell to say other things. So anyway, I mean, I'm glad she's using it though, because now she's gone on and playing with her cheeseburger, and I'm trying to make us some burgers if you stop ringing the bell. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started making these burgers, or trying these. I don't know if I'm gonna record this, y'all, because I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm kind of winging it here, and I've never done this, made burgers from these mushrooms, so I don't know. You all might be seeing the finished product. If it's not like, I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna be able to record this. I don't know. Let me just like test it out first, and then work out the kinks, and then maybe come back later and make a video. But I will show the finished product, however it comes out. Just, you know, I mean, just so we can see. But yeah, I'm not really sure about that. Let me just perfect it, especially since I'm gonna be growing all this mushroom. I can make as many burgers as I want whenever I want. Once my mushrooms get to growing. I don't know how long it takes, but you know, I already have the hydroponic garden, so hopefully I can use the grow lights, or I don't know if it needs grow lights. I don't know. I haven't really read the instructions on the box yet. I don't really know. I've never grown mushrooms in my life, so I don't know what the hell they need, but I'm gonna check and see you know, what they need and just get it started. But y'all, anyway, I'm ready for these burgers. I gotta get started. I'm hungry, but I'm not that hungry. But it's getting late. Look what time it is. Can you all see the time on the microwave? It is getting late. Okay, can you all see it? I don't know if the camera's capturing. It's 6 o'clock. Anyway, I don't like to eat too late, and I gotta go ahead and get started and get this food on. So look at that. I'm so sorry, you all. I had that lighting looking all bad the whole time. Okay. All right, let's get started making some dinner because I'm hungry. Salad as well, and some lettuce for it. But so I put it on. I didn't know what bread to use, and I didn't have any buns that are alkaline, so I just made these tortilla type bread or flat bread, whatever you want to call it. But so I did that, and then I put it on. I put some, you know, we don't do cheese, so I just did some, mashed up some avocado. I'm going to see how I like it without ketchup, but I might put some some of my own sauce. I made. I have a red sauce, like ketchup. So I don't know. I might put that on, but I'm going to try it without it first. But anyway, here it is. So hopefully it's good. I don't know. I had to end up putting the burger in the air fryer because the middle was a bit mushy for my taste. I don't like, you know, the textures, everything for me, and the middle was kind of mushy. You know, while we're here, I mean, I'm gonna just go ahead and break this open. A little texture. Oh, okay. So the texture is actually meaty. Yeah, I think it's because I put it in the air fryer. Yeah, see, it was mushy at first, but see, now it's meaty. Like, look at that. Yeah, now it's meaty. So, I'm gonna taste. Let me taste these. It's good. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure. This is my first time doing this, y'all, so I wasn't sure about. Okay, so since it tastes good, next time I will vlog the making of this. It wasn't even hard. I just kind of threw a whole bunch of stuff in the food processor and, you know, then made it into patties. But, it's actually kind of good. Yeah, she might be onto something. Might be onto something. So yeah, it's kind of tasty. Yeah, okay, I'll share the recipe next time. But I'm about to grab, honestly, it's late, and so I'm probably not coming on here tonight, but I will be back tomorrow because I'm hungry as hell. And it seems like I've been cooking, well, I was like doing like 100 million things, and now it's time to eat. So anyway, I'll probably see you all tomorrow. It's the next day. We're about to take the dog to the park. I haven't been to this park in a long time. It's called C&O. So yeah, we're gonna go there and just for a little while. And then I gotta get some rocks for the planter from Michael's. So I'm gonna go stop by there. I'm probably gonna stop by there first, get these rocks, because I don't feel like looking for all these pebbles. It's like too much. I know it's like, it's obviously it's free besides going to Michael's to pay for them, but I just don't feel like it, y'all. It's just too much. And then it's like so yucky. I just like, ugh. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to break down, just go buy some, because I'm tired of this planter looking the way it's looking. It's just not giving, okay? It's not giving. It does not have the look I wanted it to look, wanted it to have. And so I'm gonna have to give it some assistance. So yeah, we're gonna go get some pebbles so I can do that. Hopefully when I don't know, actually I was gonna do that mushroom grow kit today. Might do that tomorrow because I don't want to squeeze too much stuff into today. So I might just do that tomorrow. But yeah. And then the next project is this. Can you all see it? Focus. Yeah, this whole top of the fridge situation is just, it's giving me grief. Okay, I don't like it, and I gotta figure out a way to, we need this for storage because, you know, of course we have limited storage here, but I just cannot like the way it looks. So I think I'm gonna, at some point, I'm thinking, so far I'm still looking up, I'm probably gonna go on Pinterest and see if I can get some ideas, but I'm probably gonna get some like wicker baskets and do, you know, maybe 4 wicker baskets on top of there, and like put little labels. So maybe one for flour, one for cereal, one for herbal tea, because that's really what I have up there. I got like my herbal teas, cereal, different flours, because I do use different flours and I cannot possibly fit all those in this small as cabinet that I have. So that's the next project. I'm not sure if I'm necessarily starting it today because I'm still doing research, but I gotta get that together because this, look at that, it just looks awful. Like I just yeah, I'm watching, you all see it. I had to freeze it. I watch it, I haven't watched him in so long. Caesar Milan, I know he got canceled a while ago, but I don't know, it was on Disney Plus and I was watching it for a little while. I guess because I just took the dog out and I saw some unruly dogs and I was like, I don't know. I came back in there, I was like, let me watch let me watch the dog whisperer in action. I don't really use his tactics either. I don't know, they don't work for me. I've had, you know, when I had my dog before, I had a dog before this one, and I tried those tactics and that crap. That mess does not work. Okay, it did not work. My dog is like looking at me like I'm crazy, like what? Yeah, I'm sorry, I just use words, or it's my tone of voice or whatever I use. Treats, you know, bribery will do as well. Well, honestly, mostly we train our dog, this dog, with treats, and I find it quite effective. But all that see, she's looking at me like I'm crazy right now. I just don't think it works, y'all. It just does not work for me. But I noticed on this series, this one's on Disney Plus, this one, he doesn't use that anymore. I don't know if maybe other people said it didn't work for them either. I don't know, but he's not using it on this one. So I don't know, but I know that it did not work for me. So that's that. But y'all just watching him, waiting for I don't know, I'm waiting for it to warm up just a little because it's a little chilly. When I just walked the dog, I was like, it's a little brisk out here and I'm not really trying to freeze, because the C&O Park is down by the Potomac. It's right along the Potomac. runs adjacent to it, and so I know by that water, if it's freezing up here where I am a little further from the water, I know that it's gonna be freezing on that waterfront. So I don't know. Yeah, we might wait just a little while just for this heat up just a little, because this, I don't know, I'm not trying to be freezing. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna probably, oh yeah, while I'm here, let's do our little chit chat real quick while I'm waiting for it to heat up outside. So anyway, I was having like a conversation about sarcasm, and I have been accused of being very sarcastic, and I admit that, like, honestly, I don't have a problem with my sarcasm. Like, it seems like it's only a problem for other people. I am a bit sarcastic. I tend to be sarcastic when I'm engaged in a conversation that just doesn't match my intellect, and I'm getting like kind of annoyed, and so yeah, I can tend to get a bit sarcastic during those times. I guess I just prefer intellectually stimulating conversation, and so it just kind of annoys me when I'm not having one, and when I'm just having like empty conversation. It's so annoying for me. So usually that's when I tend to strike. That's when the sarcasm tends to come. However, you know, so in this conversation, my question was, is it sarcasm, or is it just me being my authentic self? Is it just me being me, you know? And if my sarcasm is a major part of who I am, and so am I just supposed to, you know, live life like a prisoner where I can't even be myself, where I have to be what other people want me to be, and say what other people want me to say, and respond to people the way they want me to respond, and do everything that other people want me to do? You know, that makes life a prison, and I refuse to live my life like I'm in prison. I'm just not, you know. I'm here to evolve and to grow and to expand, and I cannot do that if I'm living this life as if it's a prison, like I'm in a prison ward, and everyone, the world is my warden, and you know, so I just can't ever be myself. Like I said, it's a very big part of who I am. Honestly, sarcasm comes for me by way of both sides of my family. My mother's side and my father's side, very sarcastic. Honestly, I can't say one is more sarcastic than the other. And trust me, I am not by far the most sarcastic in my family. Oh my gosh, does it get worse? Like, it's funny, people encounter me and think I'm sarcastic. You have seen nothing until you have met, like, until you have met my mother, until you met my grandmother, until you met my aunts, my uncles. Like, honey, like, I am a watered down version of their sarcasm. And so yeah, you gotta have thicker skin for me. I just don't know. And then it's like, just from a social perspective and just who I'm socializing with, I'm gonna need people to have thicker skin to be around me. I don't know. You're just not gonna make it, because I don't know. I come from a family of sarcasm. I guess I have come from a family where you must have thick skin, or you are not gonna make it. Like, really, you're gonna be crying every 2 seconds, because like every time someone opens their mouth, it'll hurt your feelings. And I don't know how to operate that way, where sound waves dictate my response to life that way. I just don't know, because I'm sorry, whatever I'm saying out of my mouth is merely sound waves. Like, words are merely sound waves, you know. I don't know how to help someone adjust to that, to the sound waves. I can't do it for you. Like, you have to make that adjustment for yourself. So do you all experience that out there? Do I have any more sarcastic queens out there? Like, holla at me in the comments if I have any out there. How do you handle it? I must say, my way of handling it, usually people won't be able to deal with it. It's funny, you know, I was one time, and it was in a dating relationship. You know, the guy asked me, you know, how I thought I would deal with him, and my response was, you know, I'm going to deal with you in a way that feels good for me. My question is, probably the more pertinent question is, are you going to be able to deal with how I deal with you? Because I'm not going to, you know, as much as I'm sarcastic, you know, if I see that it is, when it becomes like a problem, which I don't really feel like it becomes a problem so much of, for me anyway, it's not a problem for me. I can't control, you know, how someone else responds to me. That's the thing, and that's my thing. Like, if I see that it's really too much, then I'm gonna withdraw, you know. And my silence is usually like a sword for people. They can't take it, and so, but I'm gonna always go to silence. For me, that's my peace. I'm always going back to peace. You know, if I'm feeling myself getting too emotionally vested in this situation and I feel is nonsensical, I'm not going to continue forward in it. I'm going to withdraw. I'm going to be quiet. Then you won't have to worry about my sarcasm, because it won't bother you, because I'm not going to be saying anything. And so normally that's the problem. And so I'm like, but why is silence offensive? Like, yeah, you all, please, I want to have this conversation with you all, because like, really, why is that offensive? I have just honestly had this issue come up, you know, numerous occasions, and honestly, I don't care. I just don't care if my silence is offensive to someone. I really don't, honestly, because I'm at the point where when silence becomes offensive, I have to withdraw. Then I've got to withdraw all the way, because how in the world is peace offensive? I just like, I don't know how that's offensive. You know, like, I love having conversation. I love having rich conversation. Conversation that helps to move us all forward. I love that. I'm here for that conversation where we are all speaking our truth, all living in our truth, that in a way that's respectable. I mean, in a way that's respectable to one another. I'm so here for that. You know, like when the conversation starts getting this tit for tat, that's when I'm gonna withdraw. And I'm just not saying anything, because I'm not about to start that. I'm not about to start throwing darts at people. And, you know, to me, that's not your peace. That's not a space of neutrality. That's not a space of bliss. And it's definitely not a space of mindfulness. So there's no way I'm going to get started with that, with all this, you know, taking shots back and forth. Like, But if you're gonna ask me like some questions that I will tell you, I'm telling you, my mother is the queen of sarcasm. I'm sorry, I learned it from the best. I'm sorry. My mom always said when I was younger, because I was pretty smart, I did a lot of reading when I was younger, so I knew like a lot, you know. I was pretty intelligent. But if I asked a question, and my mom knew for a fact that I knew the answer, or she knew for a fact that I could easily get the answer on my own without asking her, because she really didn't like to give me answers. She encouraged me to go and find the answer on my own, because she said that way you will remember it. You know, if I keep telling you, you're not going to remember stuff. And she was right. That's how I became such a, you know, an avid book reader. I just love to read and research. I just became the ultimate researcher. So she would always, so if I asked her a question, her response, don't ask me questions that you know the answer to. And that was it. She would never tell me that whatever the answer was, she wouldn't tell me. She literally would not. And if I really wanted to know, I had to go put in the work and find out what the answer was. Or I just had to take a moment. Usually, I didn't have to go do anything. Usually, if I just sat for a moment, I would come up with the answer on my own, because she was right. I did know the answer, and why am I asking her questions for things I know the answer to? And sometimes it wasn't about a research thing. Sometimes it was just about maybe logic, like, should I cross the street right now and cars are coming? Like, that's just an example, but that's a dumb question as far as my mom. For her, is like, don't ask me questions like that. You know the answer to that. Look both ways. What do you think? Should you cross the street right now? Like, that's kind of her, you know, that was just how I was raised. And so as an adult, when I encounter adults that are asking me questions like this, and it's like, maybe you should sit for a minute and come up with what do you think you should do? Yeah, because I'm famous for that. What do you think you should do? Do you think that's a good, plan of action? Like, what do you think? That's the important thing, because you're the one that's, faced with this question and that has to make this decision. What do you think? It's really not about what I think. I mean, opinions all day long don't mean anything. What do you think you should do? Like, maybe get more intuitive and figure out, what do you think? What are you feeling? So, but people receive that as sarcasm, and it's like, what? Like, I don't know what are you all feedback? Is that sarcasm? I don't know. It's just, honestly, it's what I know. So it's what I know, and it's also what I've always gotten positive results from. It's how I've become more and more intelligent, because then you learn that lesson, and from that you build on it, and to the next one, to the next one, to the next one. You have this whole library of knowledge about things, because you kept building on it and building on it and building on it, on your own. So now you have this mental Rolodex of all of this knowledge and information. And I just feel like, I would be cheating a person if I were to just give them answers to questions that honestly they need to seek out the answer for themselves. So yeah, that's my rant on on sarcasm, and just what I think about it and how I feel about it. At the end of the day, I cannot control how other people respond to me or how other people receive who I am. All I can do is live my truth, be me authentically. Oop. Okay, the dog. I don't know what she's doing up to. Be who I am, authentically living in my truth at all times. That's all I got. I don't know how to be like this fake, because then I feel like, if I'm not able to do that, and if I'm gonna get criticized at every turn. See, the thing for me is people that always criticize and start name calling, because when you call me sarcastic, you're name calling. You're being very judgy. I'm not really trying to vibrate with that, so I'm just about to exit stage left, because we're not about to start the name calling and finger pointing and blaming, and because it just evolves into all this other stuff on a track that I'm just not even looking to go down. So it's time for me to exit stage left at that point, and that has nothing to do with sarcasm. It just has to do with me being who I am, and people that vibrate on that level will be drawn to it, and others will be repel. And that's okay, because I'm not here for everybody to be magnetically drawn to me. Like, that would be overwhelming anyway. So quite frankly, I'm okay with the select few. I'm so okay. I like a little tight knit. You all know I like a little tight knit, little small minimalist soul group with me, riding with me. So we don't need to do all that anyway. So but it just turns into you starting to question yourself and doubt yourself, because now you're allowing people to dictate who you are, what's okay about who you are, until it becomes the essence of who you are, because if you keep letting people nitpick and nitpick and nitpick, they don't like this about you, then trust me, it doesn't stop there. It never stops there. It'll be, oh, they don't like that one thing about you, then they don't like this other thing about you, then it'll be another and another and another and another and another, until it's this endless list of all this stuff they don't like about you. And my thing is, you don't have to be, I hold no prisoners. I hold no prisoners. You are free to come and go. Well, you're not free to come, but you're free to go as you please. Yeah, I'm sorry, I gotta keep it tight. I gotta keep it. You're not free to come now. We don't have this whole revolving door here. Like, no, but you are free to go. Now, like, I might open it up and let you come on in and get comfy and cozy. And if it becomes too much for me, because this is my sacred space, my circle of friends is my sacred space. Those I let close to me, that's my sacred space. I don't need a swarm. We don't need all that, okay? Because then they sting when they want to, and it's a lot of chaos, and yeah, we don't need all that. So for me, it's okay if you go. Trust me, I'm gonna be okay. I was fine before you came. I'll be fine when you go. But you know, when it becomes so much that I'm so much of a problem, then you can go. Like really, you can really go. You don't have to be here where all these things that I do drive you so crazy. They don't have to drive you crazy at all. You can just go. So I don't know. I know that was a rant. It was all random. Hopefully somebody out there can feel that though, because it's just this thing, you know, and I had to have this conversation because I'm sure there's other people that can, especially like not especially, usually it's like amongst close friends and intimate dating relationships. That's usually when I find that it comes up. Well, family, not family sometime, but not really, because your family, they don't care. They like whatever, you know, because your family just gonna be dismissive when they want to, and they're gonna deal with you when they want to. Like they're just not tripping like that, you know. But it's usually other people that aren't family that are just like, I don't know, they're just always so on edge, and I think always looking for something to complain about sometime. And it's like, can we just not look for something to complain about? Look for something to be motivated and inspired by in one another. What's wrong with that? Like, instead of all these criticisms, do we ever just issue praises and blessings? And oh my goodness, wow, you know, you have this quality that I love being around. It enriches me every time I encounter you, and I love that about you. I mean, I don't know what you do to invoke that every day for yourself, but I just love just to be around it, you know, and hopefully that's something, you know, that I will be inspired enough to manifest for myself and within myself to evolve to, you know. Why can't we have, it's like, are we just allergic to those kind of conversations with one another? Like, I don't understand why we can't have those kind of conversations, like whether we're in a dating relationship or our friends, you know, those close to us. This is people close to us. That is our soul group. That is our sacred space. And I just don't understand sometimes why it has to always be so aggressive and so violent, you know, to spiritually violent. I really feel like, you know, I don't understand that. Like, what's the need for that? How does that really serve us? So anyway, I hope we're about to head to this park, you all. I know I've been going on and on, but I think it's getting warm, as long as I've been talking. As long as I've been talking, it's probably getting warm outside. But anyway, let's head on out to this park and go enjoy this beautiful day and forget about all this crazy stuff, okay, that people are talking about. I gotta laugh, y'all, because it's just crazy. It's just so crazy. But yeah, I have definitely been here, you know, more than enough times, more than I care to even have conversation about, because it's not even worth a conversation anymore. But on that note, I am done with it, okay? I'm done with it, and I'm ready to move on. So let's go. right back from the park. Y'all, I am tired. I'm about to chill. Thank you for joining me for another Living Mindfully video. If you haven't already done so, hit that subscribe button and turn your post notifications so that you know when I post. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the content here. And I'm about to relax, y'all. I'm tired. It's been a long one. And yeah, this dog drove us so crazy. Just going for a walk at the park. It was just a lot. But I'm about to chill, have some chill time. I hope you all have a chill evening or rest of the day at whatever time you're watching this. And I will see you all next time. I love you, love you, love you. Bunches of bunches of bunches. And I will see you all next time. It's time for our smooches. Peace and love. Mwah.